Shalom, Yashala. It's the brother Kaya. I'm coming from the GMS Louisiana Saints camp. And I just wanted to dive in a vid on basically, man, being in that gross darkness. You know, it's perplexing, man. You know, to the spirit, man, and it is a vexation of spirit. But prior to getting started, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rikakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace, greetings, and salutations to the icons that's pushing this work around the globe in truth and sincerity. And to the true icons pushing on, man, because the Father delivered us out of the grave, man. And we know the grave to be the pit, man. You know, that's in being in a dog docile state of mind, man. And hey, trying to basically tell the Lord you won't do something after he done throw you in that pit, in that grave, man. It is useless, man. So you gotta do it before, prior to it. You gotta serve the Lord. All right, let's get started. This Sirach 14 and 16. It says, give and take and sanctify thy soul, for there is no seeking of vanities in the grave, man. Right, man. There's no pleasures in the grave, right? There's no, Lord, let me go try again. Let me do this again. Once you have hit the grave, man, right? You know, that mean the Lord have reached a breaking point with you, man. Right? Meaning you wasn't going to complete it or do the task of the will of the Lord on this side, which you still carrying out the will. But that was, you know, you was hopeless, man. You was fateless. You know, it says that all flesh waxeth old as a garment, for the covenant from the beginnings is thou shalt die to death, man. You see? So it's no seeking of vanities in the grave, man. No pleasures in the grave, man. You got to get with this thing so your works could follow you, man, into the grave, into the pit, where everlasting rest is, man. You know? And your works brings about that own beautiful rest, man. Which in the grave, we are all at rest, man. We are free from our labors, man. You can't labor no more, man. All right? You just receive your judgment and look to play it out through the next time your spirit come back down, man, every 3 to 4 generation. All right? And let's furthermore prove that the grave is all sheer darkness, man. It's pure darkness. This Psalms 6, and Lord willing, I hope this video will be edifying to the listeners. This Psalm 6 and 5, it says, for in death there is no remembrance of thee. You see? In the grave, who shall give thee thanks, man? Likewise, how you gonna praise the Lord in the grave, man? You know, or how you gonna worship the Lord in the grave, man? Or do the works thereof, man? Didn't if my memory served me correctly, man, didn't the rich man offer to go and tell his brothers that, you know, hey, don't treat, I'm paraphrasing it, you know, don't treat the slaves like, the low and the poor like that, man. Because where I'm at, you know, is a blessing for them, man. You know, but hey, that's basically cheating life right there, man. You know, they got people here to tell them, man, if they don't hear it, then, you know, so be it to their soul, man. It says, for in death there is no remembrance of thee, in the grave who shall give thee thanks, man. You ain't getting lifted up once you out of here, man. It's a forgetfulness of you now. You're forgotten, man. Stay in Psalms. Your works are forgotten, man, but not with the Lord, but with you know, of course, amongst your peers and things like that, man. This is Psalms 115 and 17. It says, the dead praise not Yahweh, neither any that go down in silence, man. And we know the dead, all right, that could be metaphorically speaking, man. We know the dead, the physical dead, right? praise not the Lord, you can't praise, you at rest, man. You know, the dead right here, though, is speaking about those that are dead in mind and spirit, man. They praise not the Lord. All right. The sons of men praise not the Lord, man. The sons of the wicked praise not the Lord, man. That's why it says neither any that go down in silence, man. So our sole duty and upon this earth, and that I want to speak of, meaning the sons of God, our sole duty according to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 is to fear God and keep the commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Right? So that's your duty, that's your vocation while you're on the planet earth, man, to serve the Lord, man. Prior to going to your spiritual body, man. That's just what it is. I'm gonna stand Psalms. Get another one. Cause that's why it said let your light so shine before men, man. Cause hey, the grave is, when you in the grave, in the pit, is darkness, man. It's a pure place of darkness, man. This Psalms 88 and 10. It says, will thou show wonders to the dead? Shall the dead arise and praise thee? Salah. You see? You know, even though it's in a Father's power to do that whichsoever he pleaseth, man. It's just a particular point, man. Questions are being asked here. It says, shall thy loving kindness be declared in the grave? You see, in a pit, or thy faithfulness in destruction? Shall thy wonders be known in the dark, and thy righteousness in the land of forgetfulness? You see, man, that's heavy, man. That's heavy, bro. This a heavy account with David, man. This Psalms 88, 3 and 6, 3 through 6, it says, for my soul is full of troubles, and my life draweth nigh unto the grave. Because like he's saying, the grave in that place of darkness, right? And we know that to be the pit, you know, of course. You know, people thinking if you speak of it as a grave, a physical place where your dead body go at, all right, you know, it's referred to as that as well, man. But let's see what it's talking about here. It says, I am counted with them that go down into the pit. I am as a man that had no strength, man. All right. You know, which is a condition, a demoralizing condition, man. You know, is a demoralizing condition of being, man, and position of being. It says, free among the dead, like the slain that lie in the grave. All right, whom thou rememberest no more, man. Yeah, man, like it says in let me see that is in Ecclesiastes, Baba Gashah, Salakin. I'm gonna get that too. Yeah, this Ecclesiastes 7 and 12, it says, for who knoweth what is good for a man in this life, all the days of his vain life which he spendeth as a shadow? For who can tell a man what shall be after him under the sun, man? You know, so that being in that grave, man, that's a tall order there, man. That's a tall order, man. Like, you know, far as for that which to come, man. But you know, if you serve the Lord, then you know a crown is stored up for you, man. Nonetheless, while serving the Lord, man, wholeheartedly, man. You see, something in particular I was looking for, and I think in 5, Baba Kashab. Salaki. I'll find it. Just right now it escaped me, but yeah, man. Back to the original point in 3, it says, well, in 5, free among the dead, like the slain that lie in the grave. Right? Hold on. It's got to be somewhere. I will find it. I will find it. That's for sure. Okay. Okay, yeah, con. This Ecclesiastes 9 and what? 5. It says, for the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more reward, for for the memory of them is forgotten, man. You see? And that's knowing, you know, that's metaphor, that's spiritually speaking as well, man. The dead know not anything, man. Meaning the literal dead, the ones that are dead in spirit, man. They don't know anything. For the memory of them is forgotten, man. It says also their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. Neither have they any more portion forever in anything that is done under the sun, man. You know? That's the physical dead, physically dead, and the spiritually dead, man. So it's heavy, man. So that's why you got to strive for life, you know, and let your light so shine before men, man. Which is you being alive, man, not dead. It says, thou hast laid me in the lowest part, Salaki, free among the dead like the slain that lie in the grave, whom I just brought out, whom thou rememberest no more, and they are cut off from thy hand, man. Thou hast laid me in the lowest pit in darkness in the deeps, man. You know, in the minute of the law, we go through that. You know, we suffer that, you know, but we find a way to persevere, man, because we know even through dying, right? That's life. Even though dying, if we die in the name of the Lord, we still die honorably, man. And that our work still gonna travel with us, man. So we understand, and that's why we understand if when they say for the living know that they shall die, man. Right? And dying only is a transition, man. That's it, man. All right. So let me get I'm gonna get 2 more and get out of here, man. I didn't want to make it this long. I just wanted to make my point. This Isaiah 38 and 18. It says, for the grave cannot praise thee, death cannot celebrate thee. They that go down into the pit cannot hope for thy truth, man. They that been in everlasting darkness, that you have put, that been had a stumbling block over them, man. All right. Like I said, it's double fold speaking, man. It's speaking about the literal dead, and it's speaking about the spiritually dead, man. It says, for the grave cannot praise thee, man. Death cannot celebrate thee. They that go down into the pit cannot hope for thy truth, man. It not case in point. Here go the point. The living, he shall praise thee. You see? And that's what the men of the Lord covered after, man. That they don't be in that dark state, man. What communion had light with darkness, according to Ephesians, man. In the book of Ephesians, the living, he shall praise thee as I do this day. The father to the children shall make known thy truth, man. The sons of God, man. And that's what it's about. Bringing forth this life, man. All right, to those who are literally dead, man. Spiritually dead, man. All right. Because we know once they done died physically and the spirit have departed from their body, they got an earthly they got a spiritual tabernacle, man. They got a spiritual house, man. So we know that there's no need to pray for them no more. We need to let their remembrance rest, man. Their memory's supposed to rest, man, because they're resting in peace, man. All right. It's about those who can receive the light and get life, man. You know? Get this last one in Psalms, and I get out of here. This Psalms, what? 118, 17. This Psalms 118 and 17. And this what the men of the Lord spirit connector. It says, I shall not die, but live. Right? And then I read that in Ecclesiastes, for the living know that they shall die. So you got to have the understanding of what it is, man. What this mean? I shall not die, but live and declare the works of the Lord, man. And how you live through this word. This word is this water. It's the light. It's synonymous with water. It's synonymous with water and light, man. All right. And that's what declares the works of the Lord, man. Right? And that's part of living, man. But dying, there's no damn pleasures in the grave, man. Being in darkness, being without this word, man. But with that, Akim, I hope it was edifying, man, to the hearers and the listeners. And until the next time, I won't say shalom.